When Miss Emily Grierson died, the whole town went to her funeral. The men, through a sort of respectful affection for a fallen monument, the women, mostly out of curiosity to see the inside of her house, which no one save an old man-servant, a combined gardener and a cook, had seen in at least 10 years. It was a big square frame house that had once been white, decorated with cupolas and stairs and scroll balconies in the heavily light sun style of the 70s, set on what had once been our most select street. But garages and cotton gins had approached and obliterated even the obvious name of the neighborhood. Only Miss Emily's house was left, lifting its stubborn and coquettish decay above the cotton vagrants and the gasoline pumps. An eyesore among eyesores. And now Miss Emily had gone to join the representatives of those August names, where they lay in the Cedar-Bombed Cemetery among the rocks, and anonymous graves of Union and Confederate soldiers who fell at the Battle of Jefferson. They called a special meeting of the Board of Aldermen. A deputation awaited upon her. Knock at the door, which no visitor had passed since she ceased giving China, painting lessons 8 or 10 years earlier. When the neighbor opened the blinds of one window, they could see that the litter was cracked. And when they sat down, a faint dust rose sluggishly about their thighs, spinning with a low mote and a single sun ray. When she entered, a small fat woman in black with a thin gold chain descending to her waist and vanishing to her belt, leaning on an ebony cane with a tarnished gold head. Her skeleton was small and spare. Perhaps that was what would have been merely promptness and another was obesity.
I have started in Jefferson. Colonel says to me, perhaps you will clarify to the city servants in order you to satisfy.
But we have. We are the city authorities. Miss Emily, did you have get any notice from Sheriff signed by him?
I have seen the paper. Yes. Perhaps he considers himself the sheriff. I have no access to Jefferson.
But there's nothing on the books to show that. You see, we must go by
The
that.
Colonel said sorry. I have no access to Jefferson.
But Miss Emily,
See, Colonel said sorry. I have no access in Jefferson. Send him out.
A man, any man, could keep a kitchen properly.
So they were not surprised when the smell developed. A neighbor, a woman, complained to the mayor.
But what will you have me to do about it, madam?
Why? Said a word to stop it. Isn't there a law?
I'm sure that would be necessary. It's probably just a snake or rat that niggered or killed in yard. I'll speak to her about it. Don't worry.
Next day, he received 2 more complaints. One man who came in diffident deprecation.
You know about it, Judge.
Simple. Send her word to a place cleaned up. Give her a certain time to do it, and if she don't,
Damn it, sir.
The construction company came with niggers and mules and machinery, and a foreman named Homer Barron, a Yankee, a big, dark, ready man, with a big voice and eyes lighter than his face. When her father died, it got about that the house was all that was left of her, and in a way, people were glad. The day after his death, all the ladies prepared to call at the house and offer condolence and aid. As is our custom, Miss Emily met them at the door, dressed as usual and with no trace of grief on her face. She told them that her father was not dead, She did that for 3 days, ministers calling on her, and the doctors trying to persuade her to let them dispose of the body. Just as they were about to resort to law and force, she broke down, and they buried her father quickly. Over 30 then, still a slight woman, though thinner than usual, with cold, haughty black eyes in the face, the flesh of which was strained across the temples and about the eye sockets as you imagine a lighthouse keeper's face out to look.
I want some reason. Yes, Miss.
For rat and such, I reckon
I want the best job. I don't care what kind.
they kill anything up to an elephant. But what you want is
Arsenic. Is that a good one?
is arsenic? Yes, ma'am. But what you want?
I want arsenic.
Of course, if that's what you want, but the law requires you to tell what you are going to use it for.